I think we are outsourcing too much of the kinds of things we need to cultivate within ourselves. The critical thinking, the strategic troubleshooting. And we have AI now. We've got courses that will break everything down for you and give you a formula. But these kinds of formulaic approaches couldn't possibly work for strategic thinking, thinking like a PR, etc., etc. All the things that I cover in my 7 strategic zones, being aware of your audience sentiment, zeitgeist awareness, your stakeholder sentiment monitoring, being much more aware of your own assumptions and biases. How can you outsource that? Of course, you can utilize AI or any other tool to try and capture a snapshot, get some information, get some data, do some research. But when it comes to the actual ideation, the troubleshooting, the understanding of complexity, and then trying to figure out what the interventions will be, we've got to do that work ourselves. And it puts us in a very unique position for our businesses, for our brands, for our clients, because we are still there. My eyes went really big there. We are still, therefore, of use to them and to our industry, because we're still using this. I'm pointing to my head. So my approach with masterclasses, with tools, with training, will always be, this is a space where I want you to reflect and I want you to practice the reflection, the prompting of your own thoughts, your own innovation. It's like school. It's like how school should have been. And I only got here not because of my 20-something years in communications and PR and being chartered as a PR practitioner. It's when I started studying systems thinking, and I'm 3/4 of a way through with my MSc right now. When I started studying, middle-aged postgraduate student, it just sparks everywhere in my mind, in my brain, and I thought, this is exactly what I needed. I read a lot, I do my own kind of research, I'm a creative, I create art, I do all these things, but nothing lit my brain up and my mind up like having to push myself cognitively, having to figure things out using just my mind, my reflection, and trial and error and getting it wrong. Being that kind of a student has just been so incredible. And I want to bring that style of training, masterclasses, where you're not just going to get reams and reams of information so you can take it away and then just rinse and repeat. You want to be in a very powerful, unique position as the entrepreneur, the creator, the person building their brand in public, being useful for their clients. You want to be somebody who can, without AI, without external sources, because you've not externalized your instincts, your intuition, to be able to provide the kinds of unique solutions, ideas tailored to the actual situation, not just some random cliche generic information that can get churned out by any AI. Even if it gets really sophisticated, it is still going to be just a perfect fit for your client or for you. No, it's not. You're going to have to tailor it. But then what if it's now taking you down a road where you've missed an opportunity? You're like, hang on a second. I had my own ideas. Something was sparking off because I've got the knowledge of my business, my stakeholders, what the risks are, what my audience feels, my content architecture, zeitgeist awareness, my own assumptions. All of those things are part of my 7 strategic zones, which I have listed everywhere, by the way. They're a great check-in for myself. So you have that unique knowledge. Don't outsource it. And welcome to Serena's Playbook. This playbook method is really about, I've said it as like, you're constructing your own thinking system. Well, actually what you're doing, you're preserving your thinking system. And you're doing it using my 7 zones. You could add some more of your own to make it more unique to you. Welcome. I'm giddy because I love this stuff. Thanks. I hope you're good.